Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig, voted the greatest first baseman of all time by the Baseball Writers Association of America, had played in 2,130 consecutive games when his career was cut short by the disease that would soon become known by the name of its most famous victim.
The past 2 weeks, you've been reading about a bad rag. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
2 years later, he was gone. ALS, more commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a debilitating affliction characterized by rapidly progressive weakness, muscle atrophy, difficulty breathing, difficulty walking, muscle spasticity, difficulty speaking, and difficulty eating and swallowing. People affected by the disorder ultimately lose the ability to control all voluntary movements. At this time, treatments for ALS cannot even be called moderately successful, and disease management is usually the focus of the victims of ALS. This puts an incredible burden on caregivers, especially in the latter stages of the disease, when those afflicted are hard-pressed to do the most basic of tasks by themselves. Patients on the front line of the fight against ALS come from all walks of life, from every ethnicity, from all age groups, but they are not fighting alone. Every year, thousands of volunteers participate in ALS walks all over the country to help raise awareness and support in local communities. Associations everywhere have joined the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease, providing a wealth of information and support to caregivers, raising funds to help speed research on this disease in the hopes of one day finding an effective treatment or even an outright cure to defeat ALS once and for all. Jeff Swick, a lifelong resident of Putnam County, discovered that the situation was even worse locally.
You know, 1 in 50,000 people are stricken with this disease, and the worst stat about this is in Putnam County alone, there's 5 people with only 35,000 people, so that's 1 in 7,000.
My grandpa is Gene Yogi von Lemden. He was diagnosed a year and a half ago, and he probably showed signs of ALS, like the symptoms, about 2 years ago. He knew of a man named Dan Mangus in Lipsick, and he, of course, went to go and talk to him because them both having a disease and Grandpa being fairly new with it, he obviously wanted to get a feel of what he was going to endure.
And I've known the Manguses for quite some years, and basically all my life. I grew up down the road from Yogi's parents. And also, I grew up knowing his children. And we worked together with our athletic boosters to come up with a way for us to bring people together, to bring awareness, and to bring and help fight for a cure. We call it playing hardball against ALS.
Oh, the healing has begun. Oh, the healing has begun. Hallelujah, hallelujah, yeah. Just lift your eyes and lay it down. What once was lost has now been found.
The PHAALS Foundation serves patients and families stricken with ALS, provides services to the ALS community, and puts on fundraisers through events such as high school, college, and professional ball games. Above all, playing hardball against ALS and other organizations across the country supply the most necessary commodity an ALS victim or their family could ever require: hope.
The healing